Hey guys, Chris here with episode 65 of Is It Worth Seeing Theatrically? We're talking The Smashing Machine. This is the latest movie from Benny Safdie. He also wrote and directed this one along with Uncut Gems, which was a fantastic movie with Adam Sandler. It's another one of those rare movies where you can actually see Adam Sandler acting. This one, however, stars Dwayne Johnson as Mark Kerr, who was a kind of pioneer of UFC and pride fighting. He was well known at the time when they were first starting out. It stars Emily Blunt, and then there's actually a couple of kind of known fighters in Bas Rutten and Ryan Bader, who Ryan Bader plays Mark Coleman in this movie, but he's actually a known fighter in the UFC. And is this movie worth seeing theatrically? It's kind of a throw up. And the reason I say that is because it is a very slow movie. This is a character study movie. This is supposed to be about Mark Kerr, and so it's not quick paced. It's kind of slow to get going. It is a good movie, and unlike Uncut Gems, which kind of ends on such a downer if you've never seen it, I'm not going to go beyond that, but it's been 6 years since that movie came out, so if you haven't seen it at this point, there's a good chance somebody has already spoiled it for you, unfortunately. The Smashing Machine, it's a different side of Dwayne Johnson's acting. I don't think we've seen him act this good in anything. He does a good job. However, the caveat to that is there are certain things I noticed in this movie with his acting. One being every time he was crying, he had to cover his face. And I don't know if it's a case of Dwayne Johnson can't actually cry, produce tears, because he sounded like he was actually crying, but the fact he has to cover his face in every scene that he's doing it, whereas Emily Blunt is obviously able to produce tears and make it look like she's actually emotionally invested in crying in her scenes, Dwayne Johnson doesn't quite get there. There's nothing really to spoil so much with this movie, so I don't really have to worry about that. If you're interested in reading up on Mark Kerr and his life, you can. This is based on an actual guy. And it's a good movie. It's just a slow movie. And so it's for that reason that it's slow, it's kind of hard for me to recommend you see it in the theater. There's nothing big, there's nothing bombastic, there's nothing that really happens in this movie that makes it need to be seen on just a big giant theatrical screen. But it is a well-made movie, and it's these kind of movies that I think should be supported in the theater. But you got to know going into it, you're going to be watching kind of a slow character drama movie, and it's well done. It's really well made. Acting on the entire front is great, and it's definitely Dwayne Johnson's best acting he's ever done outside of his crying scenes, because like I said, I don't think the guy can actually produce tears. But besides that, fantastic movie. So if you've seen it, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. I do more of these. Maybe there's something that you were thinking about going on seeing theater, or you're kind of on the fence on whether or not it's something you actually want to watch. Even if it's not something you plan on seeing in the theater, You know, I do kind of try to give an honest kind of opinion on these things. As a person who loves movies, I enjoy being entertained, but I'm not a cinematic snob, so I'm not going to sit there and like go over like whether or not I think the lighting was great. If the movie entertains me, that's kind of the point of view I come from. And I like to be entertained. And sometimes there's movies out there that kind of thematically ask a question, and it's a question that makes me start to think, and I want to talk to people about it. So that's what these movie reviews and everything are for, is kind of just to get a discussion going on whether or not you think this was actually worth it. Is it worth seeing theatrically? I personally don't think it's certainly worth seeing theatrically. I think this is one that you can sit at home and watch. But if you enjoy these, I have more of them coming out, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.